As of July 13th, 2020, of the 78 new tests done, there have been 3 new cases, bringing the total number of positive cases to 300. We are happy to report that 155 persons have recovered thus far, and our COVID-19 deaths remain at 17. In institutional isolation, we currently have 128 active cases, 20 persons in institutional quarantine, and 5 persons in the COVID ICU. To date, we have tested 3,330 persons, with 3,030 being negative. It must be noted that our number of positive cases is still on the increase, and that we now have 9 out of 10 regions with COVID-19 cases, Region 8 being the newest region to report cases. Residents of Region 8, it is now time for you to be more vigilant, especially those of you in the mining areas and the bordering regions. I wish to draw to your attention that you are still very vulnerable to have imported cases from Brazil, as their numbers continue to increase exponentially. Therefore, we continue to ask the Tushaubs to keep monitoring the movement within your communities and continue to provide the updates to us centrally. We wish to inform you that Region number 1 is now the epicenter and accounts for most of the new cases that have been confirmed over the past 2 weeks. It is disappointing to note that the attitude of some of the residents in the sub-district of Maruka has been adverse to the basket of health measures that have been outlined for their safety and protection. They are blatantly flouting the guidelines, claiming in some instances that COVID-19 is non-existent, and therefore there is no need for a lockdown in that district. Please note that of the 93 positive cases for Region 1, we are happy to announce that 33 have recovered thus far, and 60 remain in institutional isolation. A special thank you is extended to all the health workers in Region 1 for going above and beyond during this time. The Ministry of Public Health wishes to highlight that another batch of our children began their exams today and takes this opportunity to wish our CSEC and CAPE students all the very best at this time. It is a call for you to remember the 4 most critical things for your safety. Always wear your face mask. Interact with your teachers and colleagues from a distance of at least 6 feet. Wash or sanitize your hands as often as possible, and especially since there will be a tendency to touch your face as you write. Remember to move off and not congregate once the exam is over. Parents, we need to remind you to do your part too during this exam period. Ensure that your children are armed with all the required things: masks, sanitizers, paper towels. Encourage your children to comply with the guidelines and make sure you are au fait with the schedule for the start and end of exams so that you pick them up promptly.